I also want to bring in on this broadcast Mr. S.C. Garg, Subhash Chandra Garg, former Finance Secretary, joining us on this broadcast. Mr. Garg, good evening. What do you make, sir, of the announcement, the rather sudden one made by Donald Trump of a 25% tariff plus penalties on India?
So, see, this is Mr. Trump's tactic of applying a sledgehammer. And he understands only tariffs. He thinks that everybody can be made to understand the tariff language. So 25% plus we don't know what penalty kind of tariff. Is it tariff or something else? That is not clear to us. So very clearly a message is being sent to India that either do what we want, but what they want is on the other side. Accept American goods at 0% tariff, accept agriculture exports to you, take our defense equipment, take our energy, and none of those things are what India can do. And therefore, rather than getting into this tariff rigmarole that should we have 15% or we can accept 16% kind of thing, this is nonsense. We should call off the negotiations with the United States now and wait for some sanity to come from that side.
What do you think, Mr. Garg, has led to this decision being taken? Do you think that essentially this is Trump attempting to bargain a better deal, perhaps put pressure on India, that this is ultimately a pressure tactic by Trump, what he did with Japan?
Of course, this is a pressure tactic. But pressure tactic is to accept American goods here. On agriculture, 0% tariffs or very low tariffs. To buy the energy from them, buy the equipment for defense equipment from them. That is what he is trying to sell to India. And that is what India has not found acceptable. And he applies the sledgehammer of tariffs. So tariffs between, as I said earlier, 15 to 25% is not the issue. That 5, 7, 10% doesn't make any difference. It is the other side. Are we prepared to do something there? And why should we be doing anything on that front? That is where it makes a situation where it's virtually no-go. Nothing can come out of this. In a way, I've been saying for this last 3 months that deal with Trump is impossible because the kind of situation we have boxed ourselves in and the kind of special relationship in the sense as far as trade is concerned. So for the moment, rather than panicking and conceding something, which is, are you in a position to concede 0% tariff? Are you in a position to concede acceptance of agricultural products? What happens to our domestic constituents? On a merit, it's a different matter what we should do there. But if we are seen to be doing anything here on those fronts, then it's virtually that India would be seen as someone who collapses under pressure and surrenders.
I know, Mr. Garg, that you've said it's seemingly impossible to deal with Trump. But in this kind of a scenario where, Trump has dropped this bomb on India of a 25% tariff plus penalty, what would, to you, be the ideal response from the government here, if there is one?
To my mind, it is this, that we will continue to offer our exportable goods to America without reducing any prices. You take it or leave it. If you take it and you apply these tariffs, let your consumers suffer. We are not interested to do a fire sale that we reduce the prices by 25% or 20% to make us suffer the tariff rather than your American consumers suffer. That is the line I would suggest to take and stay firm. Don't panic and concede.
Okay, Mr. Garg, I appreciate you taking the time out and joining us here on India Today, sir. The former Finance Secretary there, you just heard from him saying that, look, to deal with Trump is impossible. Mr. Garg also saying that he believes this is very much an attempt by Donald Trump to kind of put pressure on India.